Welcome to Generate channel. This is Lata. Today I'm gonna introduce who is the COO of Gencleus Pharma Private Limited. We have seen a lot of videos, interviews of him explaining about products that can cure a lot of problems nowadays humans are facing. And today we are going to know about super product. A lot of people are waiting for that. Let me introduce Dr. Ramakrishna Aradhyula Garu.
Welcome to Generate. I'm Dr. Ramakrishna Aradhyula. As Lata introduced me, that we are pioneers for lifestyle problems, and we have been talking about lots of products which works against the aging and which works against the lifestyle diseases. Today, I'm bringing you a wonderful product called Exelthin. The full definition of this particular Exelthin is excellent thinning agent. Today, the humanity is suffering with a lot of obesity problem. And second thing is weight gain. And because of that, lots of problems, not one or two. It is an epidemic rather. Earlier it hit America and it is coming now to India. Today I'm going to talk a wonderful product which is a conglomerate of 5 Ayurvedas. In fact, Ayurveda belongs to India and it is an ancient medical science of Indians which has got ages back to the lakhs of years. As the saint says that diseases are as old as human beings, or human beings are as old as diseases. Today, our research station Generate and Gencleus Pharma, we are focusing on lifestyle issues and lifestyle problems. This particular product addresses the most important lifestyle problem, that is fat.
Nowadays, a lot of people are showing interest in eating rather than doing exercises.
Yeah.
They are taking a lot of New Year resolutions, like such kind of resolutions, and for the next day they are going to bed and sleeping.
Yeah, you're right, Lata. See, the New Year resolution stands only for few hours, not 1 year. It was supposed to stand it for 1 year. It stands only for few hours. See, this is because their lifestyle, number one. Second thing is their busy schedule. Third thing is the importance what they are giving to their shape and their body and everything. Today, rather than obesity, it is the shape out. I'm going to tell you about the wonderful product. It is a conglomerate of 5 Ayurvedas. One Ayurveda belongs to India, which is an ancient science. And different countries are having their own ancient science. They don't call it as Ayurveda, but they got different names. For example, Chinese, it is Tensai. Like that, African healing herbal science, Bali herbal healing science. They have very sound heritage and rich explanation about the herbals, what they are using. They call it as healing herbals. When I'm studying this particular world-class literature on different herbs and everything, I got shocked. In fact, the particular herbs or roots or bark or stem, it is much explained in their languages, even much higher to Indian Ayurveda. Why? Because Indian Ayurveda today is available for you is only 10%. 90% Ayurveda is burned in the Nalanda. You know that very well. Yeah. But whatever available that we are making use of it. This particular product, it is not only from the 5 different Ayurvedas, it is 5 different ingredients which is the food secrets of the world's slimmest population. I'll start with. See, there is one particular first ingredient in our Exelthin is African mango seed. There is a country in West Africa called Cameroon. I don't know why. The people are very lean and slim. See, one scientist team researched there.
Maybe a lot of people are on diet.
No, they are not at all on diet. They eat a lot of meat, raw meat, and they'll eat a lot of carbohydrates. And their daily, I think their intake of honey is almost half a liter.
Even then. So scientists,
they did a lot of work on that and they did very good research on that. Finally, they could able to find out that this particular West African Cameroon people, they are drinking a particular porridge which is made up of African mango seed. This is the main secret. That particular mango seed porridge is
like as we prepare ragi.
Yeah, like ragi malt only. This particular seed porridge or ragi malt, whatever this is not ragi malt. This is African seed malt. This is the one which is responsible which increasing the metabolic rate. That is the reason they are not fat. This is the first secret and this is the first ingredient in my product called Exelthin. And second, the slimmest race is Italians. You know, it is called as Italian paradox. Their flat stomach and very tall, lean personalities and very sharp brains and sharp acting and everything. That is because in spite of high carb eating, you know what is their staple food? It is pastas, pizzas, burgers and lot of noodles and all those things are the staple food of this particular Italians. In spite of that, they are lean, very slim. That is because they make a soup out of one particular seed called Italian white kidney bean. The name itself is Italian white kidney bean. They make a soup out of it and they drink it before eating anything.
They will start the day with that
So, and that is the one which keeps this particular metabolic rate intact. In fact, it is one of the best carb blocker in the world's diet. This particular Italian white kidney bean is a best carb blocker. It will not allow the carbohydrates to digest or to enter into the blood. Before it gets digested, it goes out of this. That means slows down the process. So that is the secret of this particular white kidney bean. This is the second secret of the world's slimmest people. And third slimmest people in the world is Japanese. You know that very well. In spite of their short frame, they are very lean, very smart,
very well known for their hard
working. And only 3% of the Japanese population are fat. 97% Japanese are very slim in spite of their short frame. That is because they take one particular ingredient or spirulina they garnish with that particular green leafy vegetable in every food. And you know that very well. Japanese eat very high rice. If they don't eat the rice, they will eat noodles. That means 61% of their diet is only carbohydrates. In spite of that, this particular, fucoxanthin, which is an important ingredient in this particular spirulina, is responsible or is important and it burns the fat 5 times. See, the beautiful mechanism of action of the particular spirulina, which is a fucoxanthin, which is a component of this particular spirulina, it converts this particular fat-bearing cells to fat-burning cells, white cells to brown cells. The white cells are responsible to store the fat, whereas the brown cells burns the fat. This converts the white cells into brown cells. See, because after particular age, your white cells components are very high. But this particular plant, which contains that particular fucoxanthin, is responsible to burn the fat 5 times. And it increases the fat-burning cells rather than fat-bearing cells. So that is the beauty of this particular thing. This is the third secret in our Exelthin.
Sir, only foreigners are having those wonderful products. Don't we have any interesting product in India?
Yeah. One ingredient definitely it is from India, which is called as Asian fullness fruit. It is Asian fullness fruit, which is a staple food of Malayalis. See, the Malayali race are very slim and lean. That is because they use one particular component, they call it as kundupuli. Kundupuli is nothing but Garcinia cambogia, a fruit which is of citrus variety, and they use this particular fruit as their staple food. Rather, the language in their language it is called as kundupuli, the popularly known as Malabar tamarind. This is called Garcinia cambogia. This contains hydroxycitric acid, and you know very well this hydroxycitric acid is highly responsible for the fat burning. And second thing is, it reduces the belly fat. See, normally after a particular age, it is very difficult for anybody to reduce the belly fat or visceral fat. There are two important ingredients in Exelthin which reduces this belly fat or visceral fat. One is Italian white kidney bean and second one is Garcinia cambogia. This is the fourth ingredient. And I have kept a fifth ingredient which is well known in the world as slimming mineral, which is called chromium picolinate. This is the fifth ingredient in my Exelthin. So this particular Exelthin is made up of these 5 ingredients and it works in 5 different ways. Rather, we can say it burns all the 5 metabolic cylinders, which is the contributing factors for the body's obesity, fat, and hypercholesterolemia and all those factors. That is the reason this particular product is a wonderful product. We have named it as Exelthin.
When we can see in every country only one product is taken by them, right? You mentioned you have mixed all the 5 products in one, making a single product. Yeah. If they are taking one single product and they are getting that much benefits, means what can we get benefited with these all the ingredients?
That's what I am telling, Lata. See, each ingredient has got specific action against contributing factor for the fat or obesity. One factor is African mango seed. Second one is Italian white kidney bean. Third one is fucoxanthin for spirulina. Fourth one is Malabar tamarind or Garcinia cambogia. And fifth one is chromium picolinate. See, Indians, you know that we are all multi-talented. And we don't concentrate on one food. We eat everything. Yeah, see, okay. Italians, they eat only pastas. Japanese, they eat only this particular food. Africans, they eat only this. But we are consumers. All we eat. That is when we require 5 way of approach. That means 5 ingredients approach to burn the 5 different cylinders in the metabolic process of the body. That is the reason Exelthin definitely works. Here the beauty is, see, you are not restricted for any diet. See, people, they don't want to do the exercise. People, they don't want to follow the diet. In spite of that,
That's the best thing I can hear from you.
no, let me complete it. I'm not telling that if you use only this and if you eat as if you want, it is not. It takes time.
Okay.
But definitely, it shows the result because it has got different ingredients to show their action in differently. For example, African mango seed, which I told you, it increases the metabolic rate. Italian white kidney bean, it reduces the visceral fat. And third one is fucoxanthin, it converts this particular, because it produces the UCP1 protein. Because of that, this particular fat-bearing tissue will be converted into fat-burning tissue. And hydroxycitric acid, again, it burns the belly fat and everything. And choline picoline, it is the one which brings all these particular 5 ingredients together and it makes to act. See, if you follow the diet and exercise, plus you take Exelthin, then the result will be fast. If you don't follow exercise, if you don't do exercise, if you don't follow the diet, even then, if you take Exelthin, you will reduce the weight, but it takes time.
Do we have any restrictions like you have added these many ingredients, right, to only adults, or
No, anybody can take this particular product because today child obesity is a big question mark and all those things. If the people can swallow this particular tablet, they can use this particular Exelthin.
Okay. Yeah, I have seen a lot of benefits from this product. So how can I get this product?
See, it is very simple. Call this number. Our daily callers will answer your call and they deliver this particular product to your doorsteps.
Okay. You can order this product through the number display on the screen.